Action. Yo, what's up? You're checking out That's 86 podcast. I am your host. My name is Bryant and Theo, also known as BryGuy. And to my right, I have my main man, who's always by my side, even when he's
Except
here.
that one episode.
He's not. I got my main man Theo. You know.
What's up, baby?
So, energies are high. The weather is good. It's nice and quiet. Shout out to Marcus for sitting here telling me how to put the filters on for the aux, just for the live stream. Definitely appreciate you. So hopefully this is coming through a whole lot better and clearer for you guys. Like I keep telling you, it's baby steps. Just one marker at a time, one milestone. We are hitting them. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Baby step on my back. I'm in pain.
I mean, there's no rush, even though there is a little bit of applied pressure. There is no rush to get to the goal line,
Pressure
the finish
bust
line.
pipes.
And you look like the type, but you look like the type that like pressure. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. I can still see you, by the way, because you have the camouflage hat and the pants on.
They can't see that. That's not in the shot, is it?
No, it's not in the shot, but a lot of people saw you. The paint, like you weren't dodging those bullets.
Oh, okay.
That didn't work.
They don't. You guys don't get it. It's an inside joke.
If you see his pants,
I got holes in my pants.
holes and he got paint stains all over him. So like with the paint guns, he didn't hide in the right spot, so they saw him.
These good pants, man.
They are, man. I saw him. I was like, oh, see what he's doing, Me, I just got the regular, I went to come cash, So I had the casual fit on every day, just like looking like I rolled out of bed.
Okay.
It's like what I'm gonna do with my hair. Oh snap.
Nah, this is my fuckboy uniform, or at least one of them. I got plenty of them.
But the kicks, oh man, kicks. I do like the kicks. I see what you did there. So it brings it all together. It makes sense.
You gotta put me on a stool like Maul so y'all niggas can see my whole fit. Top to bottom.
That's crazy.
See what you did there.
Oh man.
See what you did there.
Yeah, so we're having a good time. Energies are high. The weather's great, Do want to give a shout out. Already so early in episode, yes, because something monumental has happened. For those of you who aren't aware, all right, so what's her name? Salih from Country Cooking or Cooking Country. She had the camels. You probably know she goes viral a lot. She took her son. She got camels and bought sand in North Philadelphia for her son's prom a couple years ago. That went viral. News stations everywhere picked it up and all that. And she also got picked up for tax evasion, I think, a couple years after that.
I mean, you can't afford to pay taxes. I ain't camels in North Philly. You can't do both.
No. The internet went crazy on it. They were like, oh, that's how you were able to get those camels.
Right.
Huh?
That's what I mean.
So, it was pretty funny. But then most recently she was hospitalized. I'm glad she's doing well. It showed her whole progress throughout that. And yesterday, boom, I wonder if this was all a rollout.
I think so.
I wonder if this was all a rollout.
It sounds like camels and tax evasion just don't tell the whole story. There's got to be more elements to this situation.
The build up to what happened. Oh yeah, so she closed down her brick and mortar that was on 22nd and like Lehigh or somewhere around there for the restaurant, and moved it into a fresh grocer. So now her restaurant is in Fresh Grocer. So I think that's big business right there. I think that's pretty fly.
That is pretty fly. Does she have, you wouldn't know the answer to that, but
I don't know the answer to that. I don't have the greater details for that, but it was just covered yesterday on one of the local news stations.
Yeah, I was gonna say time, operational restrictions, things like that. If any of that comes into play, zoning and ordinances and things,
Yeah, but I mean, still, the way that I would see it projecting, it's like just imagine that becomes a chain in all of the fresh grocers, So You know, I think that would be that's something different, you know? That's a way to pivot.
Perhaps.
I don't know if she has to rent out that space or anything like that.
No, the thing is, like, Fresh Grocer, I don't know for a fact, but that could just be a franchise. So it could just be a deal that she has with one owner of one Fresh Grocer.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I mean, but salute to you. That's awesome.
Snoop Dogg put us on the wave, you know?
Snoop Dogg. What else? Oh, snap. Oh, we do have to do a cheers. Bring this in as well.
Bobby.
Cheers to you guys. Cheers to us. Cheers to That's 86 podcast. Yeah, starting this week off right, you know, it feels good, so glad to be here, so glad to be sitting in this seat, because...
Yeah, especially since you canceled on me yesterday.
Definitely can too. Well, I mean, yesterday,
that wasn't me. That was you.
Yesterday was such a long, my schedule is so different now. Like yesterday I had this whole, I guess that rolls into everything now at this point.
You're a boss.
No. I mean, I've been a boss. Like, no, someone actually had to, like Giancarlo, right? Mm-hmm. Giancarlo called me yesterday, and he had to remind me, because, you know, like, I'm always just chill, and he was like, no, you've always been bossed up, and I'm like, ooh. I was like, I've just been chilling. He was like, no, but you've always been bossed up, no matter how you dress. Like, everybody knows that, you know? Yeah. And I was just like, Dad. I'm trying to take the whole, like, humble approach. It's like, nah, I ain't, like, you know, like, I just be chilling. He's like, nah, I'm telling you. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that.
No, you should have been like, you're right. About to put my foot on these niggas' necks now.
I mean, you could have did it that way, but I ain't go that route, you know?
See, I was going to say foot on the gas, but, like, I feel like a foot on a neck is more of a boss type thing.
No, that's what the henchmen are for. You never put your foot on it, you know?
You put your foot on the henchman's neck, though. That's why a henchman. That's what makes them a henchman.
I mean, you know?
They need discipline, like all of us.
I mean, I don't have that philosophy within my group, though, you know, like...
Well, you also don't have henchmen. Fucking funny.
So how much am I apart?
No, I'm just saying, man.
Speaking of henchmen, I was watching, all right, just to go into the week, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. I was watching the latest animation from Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yo.
Okay.
It was pretty wild. It wasn't the dark version. It was actually a kid version, you know. And it didn't get good until the very end.
Did the TMNTs had their eyes whited out, or did they have personality?
They had personality. It wasn't our Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, recently there was not recently, but you know, within the last few years, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had their eyes whited out. So I was like, oh shit, it's hard for me to relate to these guys.
No. I don't know. Like, actually, I don't even remember. I just remember I didn't like the animation on it. Because, you know, it didn't look real. Like, they did the Teen Titans Go kind of animation. I don't like that as opposed to the original Teen Titans, you know, animation. Yeah, you know, I like that one where the eyes are kind of like the whited out, you know, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Teen Titans.
But yeah, man, so I thought that was pretty, whatever. But yeah, so that was pretty interesting. That was pretty cool. That was my week so far.
Nice.
Outside of that, had that, did the whole, what is that, Safe Serve certification yesterday.
Okay.
And man, 5 hours.
That's a lot.
5 hours. This is why we didn't do it yesterday. How much they paying
you for that?
Who?
Safe Serve.
Oh, this sit there and talk about the certification? They're not paying me at all.
No, to do it for 5 fucking hours.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't. No. I mean, I didn't have to pay for it.
Oh,
the company that I work for.
Now, here's how I feel, bro. Here's how I feel. If you're doing that for your company, so yeah, you're salaried, right? So that's cool. You're salaried, so you don't have a choice. But let's say if a person like myself, who's still an hourly tip-based employee, if I wanted to do a Safe Serve, whatever, called certification, I'd expect to do that on the clock.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fill any of my personal time with that shit.
Yeah.
But your salary, so I can't judge you.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's
I would
not
imagine that they should pay me if I'm gonna put that much fucking time and effort into.
Yeah, but this, so this one was just for like management, and, front of the house management, back of the house management.
Okay.
It wasn't any other people, other employees, other staff.
Did you do it for the place that you're at?
Yeah, I guess you'd say that, yeah.
So yeah, this falls within your duties then.
Yeah, so but even still, if I transfer anywhere else, it's still me.
It goes with you?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's still my name and all of that, so I'm still in their system.
Yeah.
As being certified for, I don't even know how long it lasts. I don't even know if this is every year, but it's like I did learn some things, I did learn a few things. A lot of it is common sense.
Yeah, I had to do that shit. I did that shit at work one day though.
Yeah, but it's just like, well, all right, that's pretty cool, like on just the, like I did learn about.
Did they tell you to push the cart rather than pull the cart?
No. See, we didn't have to know. No. So what we end up learning was more so just like not on how to handle things per se, but the things to look out for, monitor for health inspections and all that. So when the so it's us to be able to communicate with health inspectors on what's what, how the procedure goes, and all of that.
Did you take screenshots of all the pages so that you could send them to your employees?
No.
They would have all the answers?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, we have books. We actually have books.
Sheesh. That's old school.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a PowerPoint, or the PowerPoint wasn't working with the Zoom. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
We had hard copies, and yeah. So that was a good 5 hours out of my day.
Nice.
I mean, like I keep saying, like I did learn. I don't know. This is a union, state representative union, something calling about.
Oh, you gotta put them on the phone next time.
Something.
You gotta put them on the phone next time. That's content.
Oh no, it's an order. This is one of those machines.
Automated thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess some more interesting things to look out for that I learned was, like how everything is so parallel. When I say that, when they're sitting there talking about within bacteria, right? Like with food, it's the same thing with winemaking. So when they're talking about the degrees on bacteria and all this, I'm just using different terms, So when they're sitting here talking about like when you're trying to storage food, it has to be between like the 41 degrees Fahrenheit. It's the coolest for it to be. If it's out, sitting out, the highest. The range, the danger zone is 41 degrees to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. That's when bacteria is going to really be active, Below 41 degrees it's too cold for the bacteria to get busy. Mm-hmm. If it's higher than 135, then it's cooking away the bacteria, So it's just like not all the bacteria, depending on how hot you go, you can either cook it all off and that becomes the well done, and like this is where the temp ranges and all that go in. So I'm sitting there just like, wow, that's interesting, because I'm like, that's pretty much the same philosophy as winemaking, where it's like when you're doing like a cold stop for winemaking, it's just like, all right, well, the yeast won't be able to eat if it's freezing, so they're not trying to be active, Yeah. It's cold. It's a cold stop.
Right.
Bam, they're not that. But if it's too hot, that's when it's getting busy, and they're eating up all the sugar for fermentation to turn that into carbon dioxide and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sitting in there just looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is easy. this is easy. I was like, I'm halfway checked in because it's my day off.
Yeah.
You know, it's my day off. I'm on a Zoom call. You know, I got my little tank top on. You see the covers in back of me with the pillows. I'm chilling. You
Clearly
know.
didn't make your bed.
Clearly did. And I'm still in my bed, you know. Then they were like, we get a 5-minute break. I'm like, all right, guys, I think I'm gonna go get some coffee. They're like, yeah, it looks like you need some coffee. You know what I'm saying? So it was really that comfortable, but like still just learning all this and how long food can actually like sit out under what, you know, regulations.
It's biology.
Yeah, it all started to click and make sense. And then it goes into the mode just like, all right, so now I can articulate, wait, this is why you shouldn't do things this way, you know?
Yeah.
And being able to articulate to staff.
Okay.
So it was really useful in that sense to me, and I understand why at least one person in your establishment have to do that. But before we even started any of that, there's this organization called Clean Plate, and they actually follow all the health inspections, right? Mm-hmm. Now, it's a website. So you go in and then you sit there and you type in wherever you think you're trying to go to see what, you know, what their rating was or whatever, you know, what their inspection went like. It's pretty cool to sit there and have access because it's a lot of people that's missing these markers, and it's pretty interesting, you know, to sit there and just looking like, oh my goodness, you know, like 'cause you always hear like that people aren't following the best practices and whatnot, you know,
the protocols.
Yeah, and the protocols and the practices, because those are two different checklists they have to abide by. But to see the numbers that they have on them, if they're good, if they do good, or if they don't do good. It's pretty interesting just to be able to have access to that information.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm lighting up. All right, cool. Sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, so I don't know, like, cause technically, like, I'm just still in this whole health kick kind of thing, you know, phase, I guess you would say, stage, the glow up, the light up, whatever, the grow up.
Okay.
And looking through all of that is really, what's up? What you looking for? Engagement?
No, I'm just looking at the shot.
Oh, it's more so just. It becomes even more and more important on not just what I'm consuming, but how it's being prepared. You know, like I'm just being more conscious of that because a lot of people just don't know, you know? Because there's a lot of people that do walk into these spaces and places who just been cooking, but didn't have like university, you know, education, or just work their way up from being like a dishwasher to now being a line cook and wasn't trained properly on like, all right, here's this, you know, like you can't do this, you can't sit there and go to the bathroom and then use the same exact glove. Gloves, you know, like take it off, wash your hands, you know. Something else that, you know, like in the time of like even the washing the hands thing, you know, like because they go into real deep detail of telling you the difference between soap and handitizing, you know, I mean, and sanitizer, the purposes of it, you know. So it's just like all of these like little steps are just like really monumental. And for something to be considered an outbreak, it only takes 2 occasions from one place. Just 2 people.
Word.
And then now it's an outbreak. And you can see how obviously all of these can become headlines for tabloids, you know? It's 2 people, you know? It's 2 people that just had something and now it's a foodborne illness, you know, outbreak. and not just like, oh snap, not just like a misstep, but no, because outbreak is a strong keyword or power word.
Right.
Now everybody's in a frenzy, and you can see how that would mess up, or really interfere with your people's perspective of you or perception of your establishment. Like, I'm not going there. And it's just like, wait, wait. What happened was somebody just dropped the plate down at, somebody was sick, or something, someone had a cold, came into work, didn't tell anybody, and now, now both of you guys have a cold, and now they're clarifying, saying that it's some kind of virus or something like that, which is really detrimental, because that's, it's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But it's an outbreak.
Sounds riveting.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm not going there. They're passing around the common cold.
Well, that's cool. Like, if anybody ever makes me do that shit, then I'll be like, oh, well, at least Bryant knows all this. So now I feel like, I guess I want to know too. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Like, but that's pretty much, like, this is like, cause now, like, I'm like, always, I'm always trying to, like, better myself, like, just, like, one step at a time, just be better. And that comes with, like, having access to more information.
Yeah.
But yesterday I did find myself, like, not caring so much. Once I was just like, 'cause in the beginning I was like, oh man, it's so early in the morning, I gotta do this for 5 hours. I'm not trying to really do this. But yet, let me sit there and change my perspective on this, because I want to be able to lead greatly. I want to be able to provide a great service and be a great leader for not just the staff, but anybody that comes in. It's just like, no. I got you. Like, let me sit there, and whenever I see someone do a misstep, it's just like, let me try to correct that behavior so you don't continue on it, No, this is how you're supposed to do it, because, this behind it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Not yet. So I mean, like, all these things are just falling into place of just trying to become a better leader, which is hard. It's really hard.
I mean, you want to talk about leadership? I mean, no shit, it's hard, but there's different aspects to it that are probably easier to grasp than others. Like, there's way different types of leaders. There's leaders who have way different types of strengths. Like, you could be this type of leader and play to your personality, or you could be this other type of leader and play to the group that you're leading. So yeah, leadership in general is just not like a one-off type of situation. Matter of fact, excuse me, it's not even really one of those things that you would expect to be so hard, because it takes like a lot of sacrifice. One of the things I was taking, by the way, my week was good. Thanks for asking.
How was your week?
One of the things I was, it was fucking, all the worst things. I told you before I got on this motherfucker. But one of the things that I was paying attention to this week, was kind of a focus on leadership, or one's lack of leadership, and the things that come with it, or the things that a lot of us tend to neglect when it comes to leadership. And one easy thing to always forget about is how effectively you have to communicate. Like, a leader typically has to always be on the same page with those he or she is leading. One of my favorite aspects of leadership is communication, because of how underrated I believe of a skill that is. Like, I say that shit all the time. Like, when I'm talking to people and they're talking about the relationships, or they're talking about the jobs, or they're talking about just simple fucking interactions, whatever the deal may be, I always find myself saying, communication is a very underrated skill. And I think that we could all stand to develop it a little bit more. One of my weaknesses in communication is texting or calling people. I don't text or call anybody. If I do, it's always very quick, like short. But Yeah, leadership is it's a hell of a task, you know, and it requires you to be a little bit more giving, caring. Like I said, self-sacrificial, and yeah. So leadership, word.
Like, what was I was skimming through something, because you know everyone's still talking about how much should hospitality employees get paid, what's a fair livable wage, and all this kind of stuff, back and forth, you know.
Ooh, this shit tastes a whole lot better now that I've been drinking that Heaven Hill so much.
Could appreciate the larceny.
I can. I mean, it still has that breadiness to it, but
that's
that burn is just non-existent.
I feel like that's the key.
What is this, 94 proof? It's off the top of my head, I'm guessing. 92, almost. I guess I must have got it confused with that what we been drinking? Big ass bottle. What was it?
Oh, Elijah Craig?
Yeah, that's 94 proof.
Elijah Craig. But yeah, because that's still an ongoing thing, you know, how much, what's a fair wage for the hospitality industry, employees. Like someone was saying, is it like paying a dishwasher $15 an hour? Is that like good or whatever? And a lot of people, a lot of business owners were responding with like, it's too much, you know. But it's like over the course of 2 weeks, that's $600 a week, you know. I don't know. I do think that's good. I do think that's good, you know.
Or if they're Mexican, you give them fucking 12 or 11 under the table, you know.
Because yeah, you think about taxes. Think about taxes.
Right.
And think about, all right, do they get benefits? Like, what's all embraced around that?
Well, you also got to keep in mind that, like, I don't know about you, but I've been in a lot of situations where dishwashers do a whole lot more than just wash dishes.
That's another thing too. It's like what encompasses.
Yeah, like what are you getting for that 11 or 12?
Yeah, it's like, and you're expecting someone, because a lot of the establishment ownership was saying that like should be happy. People should be happy they're making that much, and I expect my staff to work their tails off for every single dollar that I'm giving them. And it's just like that mentality, it rubbed me the wrong way.
When you made $15 an hour, because I'm sure there was a point in your life, when you made $15 an hour, were you altogether grateful for it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yo, you know where I was working? The first time I made $15 an hour working for someone was no, I didn't make that at Lowe's.
Where?
City Winery.
Okay.
It was the $15 an hour plus commission, and it was
but the commission was like.
It was the commission that
limited.
It was the commission that was like, all right, okay, I can make something. I can make this a little bit a better situation for myself, you know. I mean, the $15 an hour was definitely great for me as well, you know, because it's like I know, all right, no matter what, if I don't sell anything, boom.
Yeah,
I can definitely get busy with this, you know. This was commission was just like a nice little icing on the cake, where it's like, oh yeah, I'll be okay, you know. I can do the maximum with what I'm trying to do in this establishment until I figure out what's my next move, if this is even helping my next move or anything like that. So I still viewed it as a stepping stone, I guess you would say, to where I'm trying to go.
Word.
But I know $15 an hour for me wouldn't have been where I wanted to plateau.
I mean, of course not, but
I was grateful for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was grateful for it.
I've never, ever gotten $15 an hour and felt like that was enough, personally. Don't get me wrong, I've had jobs where I didn't get $15 an hour, but if I was getting $15 an hour at a job, I knew I needed more, or I knew I was worth more.
Yeah.
I definitely expected more.
See, now that's a whole different thing. Like, knowing that you're worth more is totally different than accepting what's being offered. I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't work more than the salary that I'm getting right now. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, all right, I can work with you. Times are really interesting right now. And I need this experience, you know?
Yeah.
And you need somebody to fill this role.
Yeah, so I mean, the thing is, you knew what you expected from that position, and it wasn't necessarily just money.
Yeah.
It was also the opportunity to learn some shit. Mm-hmm. It was also the opportunity to gather that experience. And it was also just you being able to step into the door of a position that you know would lead to more.
And that's what I was like when I was listening to that podcast earlier with Carla on there, Chef Carla Hall. She was sitting there saying, she was like, I don't do anything for money. Never done anything for money. That's never been the motivator for her. And she got that from her grandma telling her, she's like, girl, you are one of those kind of people that it's all about just happiness. Never about money with you. Mm-hmm. You do things for your happiness and not for money. And having her grandmom say that to her at a younger age was impactful for her. So whenever she done anything moving forward, it was just like, no, my happiness. I'm doing this because I want to do this because I enjoy doing this.
Right.
It's not about the money at all.
I heard two different dudes put it two different ways, and they're both slightly relevant. One person said he's an executive, like CEO dude for a couple of different companies, but he said, no, when we talk about money, we're not talking about like I don't care about the money. Like just stacking up millions isn't my goal. What it is it's a way that I can keep score, right? Mm-hmm. And then the other side of looking at that is, yeah,
score what? Sorry, but go ahead.
He was just a competitive guy. The other thing is, I might not do it for money, but how much you pay me shows me how much you value me. Mm-hmm. And that's very fucking important. Yeah. If you're not paying me enough, then that shows me you don't value me enough. Yeah. And that shows me that maybe I can take my talents to South Beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's funny. Like, I'm glad we stumbled upon this conversation because I was thinking about this earlier, right? As, you know, like I'm having a baby boy and I'm sitting there thinking just like, wow, as he's getting older, of course I'm going to expose him to the hospitality industry, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just like now I wonder, like, is there a bring your child to work kind of day? You know, do they even do that anymore? And is it okay if I sit there and brought my son to show him what I do? You know,
just take him to the bar, have a shot with him.
No. See, no, not while I'm working because you don't drink. Well, I don't drink while I'm working.
I'm not talking about while you're working.
Yeah, so.
But you want him to be able to work with you.
No. Just sit there and like, they explain. All right, well, what do your dad do? It's like, all right. Or what do your parents do? So it's like, all right, well, my mom does this, my dad does this. And it's really, you know, then go into greater detail. Mm-hmm. Because now it's more so like me engaging more with my coworkers.
Okay, well, here's the funny
interacting.
Here's the funny part. My dad was my teacher when I was in 4th grade. So imagine that, like you're in a class and that your dad is the teacher, and all the kids are like.
I've seen a lot of kids go through that.
Yeah, and all the kids are like, yeah, your parents. That's my dad, though. Like, bro. That's one aspect, right? Mm-hmm. That's how I can relate to that. But to take it even one step further, when we're talking about like an office building or something like that, it's a little bit more realistic because, you know, they don't do shit anyways in those places. And usually if they do, it's only about 2 or 3 days a week. Mm-hmm. I worked in an office building, no offense, guys. But it's really, really just not productive. It is not productive. But anyways, in a hospitality context, it's nothing for your woman or your man. I'm not assuming anything about you. It's nothing for your woman or your man to bring your child in, have a moment, have a little bit of a meal, and then you give them the tour. And maybe they stick around for a nice little hour just to be able to see what daddy does.
Yeah,
that's nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. Like, to be able to have...
But that's what I mean. Like, hospitality is pretty much a public place that anybody can go to. Like, even if it took some planning, even if they had to make a reservation, even if it was booked up a month ahead and they did do it. All right, that's the day that you're going to go see what daddy does, you know?
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, there's
not do a whole shift. No.
Not do a whole shift. Not bring them in with you.
No, yeah, just
not try to figure out where everybody's gonna be and how everybody's gonna. All right, listen. So I'm checked out, guys, because I got my young boy with me.
No.
Yeah. But then on the other side of that, like, not a steel worker. You know, you're not blowing glass and shit all day.
Yeah.
Pause. But you're not blowing glass and shit all day.
That's not even a pause statement. That could be taken so many different ways.
I take it as a crack statement, personally.
Okay. Yeah. That's why I said it's not a pause. But yeah.
It's glass though, those. Anyways, you're not blowing glass. Blowing anything is a pause, honestly.
Yeah. Blowing money?
Okay. So, yeah, it's not like you're a fucking glass blower and it's just a completely hazardous environment for any minors to be around anyways, or any unskilled laborers to be around. It's not that type of situation. So, I mean, within hospitality, I think there's kind of the most ideal situation if you want your kid to have an understanding of what it is you do.
I mean, just to see it and be like, oh man,
like literally come to work, see you in your context. Like, yo, I see them put the clothes on and leave the house, but I don't know if everybody else is putting those same clothes on. So like now they see you in that context. They see what you're doing for this moment, how you're reacting to them being there, how your bosses and your people, your coworkers, your employees are reacting to them being there, and how everyone treats them versus how they all treat the next random motherfucker who walks into there and is not someone's family, is not someone's child.
Yeah.
So I do feel like in hospitality, that would actually provide a great experience for a kid to see what daddy or mommy does. You know?
And not just like, because hospitality is not limited to, I mean, because they fast food, you know, like McDonald's, that's still hospitality, you know, hotels, that's still
hospitality. Same thing, like come through, get a Big Mac, I give you a tour of the spot, like I show you what the freezer look like. You might even get to see me flame broil a couple of Johns for you, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
I'm on fries today.
Now I'm having a good time.
I'm on fries today, but my man's over there on the burgers, he's gonna let me come take his station over for like 5 minutes just to show you. You know what I mean?
It's so fly, yo, man. I love this industry, man. Like, it's so crazy. Who would have thought? Like, yo, shout out to my sister Cherie, man. Like, 'cause she's definitely the one that put the battery in the back to sit there and it's like, yo, I think you'll be a great bartender. It's like, kudos to her, man. You know, like, kudos to you. I love you.
Cool. So highlights. I'm just fucking with you.
I was like, oh, we're here? You see, we're here?
Yeah, I know you got places to be.
You see me checking the time, like, wait. But no, you know, like I think, like, everything, like everything is just like this. I guess this episode is just like, yo, hospitality industry is just so cool because it's so versatile. It's so vast, you know, like
kind of.
There's so much opportunity. I mean, you do come across a lot of individuals that's just not cool, you know.
You remember Sean from the airport? Did you ever meet Sean from the airport?
Probably not. No.
Like short Asian dude, cool as fuck.
I don't think so.
Always had Jordans on. No,
that doesn't.
That wouldn't help. That doesn't do it for you.
Yeah, that wasn't the one to be like.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I know. Yeah, all right.
I'm sitting there like, what kind of vehicle?
Oh, I think he had an Audi last time I seen him, or he switched to a Subaru.
With the big body?
No.
Or was it decked out?
Nah, he's Asian, Drew. Little guy, little fucking sports car.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what the body kit is for. Don't do that.
He wasn't a body kit kind of guy.
It wasn't a body kit. He ain't had a wing.
Nah, well, the spoiler. Nah, he didn't have a spoiler.
Spoiler alert. No, I do not know who you're talking about still.
Okay. All right, well, me and Ian were looking for a place to go and do karaoke the other night, and he ended up being the manager of the place.
Oh,
and we had both worked with him. So as soon as I walked in, Ian's like, yo, yeah, bro, like, and I'm like, yo, and like, you know, I be drinking a lot and shit, so I give real good hugs and stuff. I try not to pick him up because I know short people don't like you to pick him up, so. Yo,
I mean, but that's not you. That's
you been good.
That's them. Nigga.
Yeah, I know, but still, you gotta try to be considerate.
Meet them in the middle.
You gotta consider your audience, man. You know, at all times. So, yeah, I was gonna tell you. I'm like, damn, if you knew Sean, like I'm gonna text Chad later and be like, yo, so Sean is like GM of this place in Chinatown. Like, if you guys want to ever go sing karaoke with me, like, we should go see Sean.
Where at?
Chinatown.
Me.
I was drinking, bro. I don't fucking know which corner. I don't even know what it's called either, but I'm sure Ian does. Ian's more organized than I am.
I know he called too, so.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
Called him back.
So, yeah.
It's not different. But yeah.
Yeah, hospitality is a great industry. It does vary in very many, like, I remember when I got my first job at the airport selling, what do you call it? Electronics. Mm-hmm. Right? First job at the airport selling electronics. Dude sits me down and asks me, you know this guy, Dave.
Oh yeah, man, that's my guy, yo.
Dave Tank.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Dude sits me down and asks me, so you got any customer service experience? I was like, no. I worked in restaurants for the last like 7 years. And he's like, that's customer service.
You did.
When can you start? I didn't try it yet.
Oh, I thought you tried it.
I was just doing this.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's like, you got any customer service experience? I'm like, nah, I worked in restaurants for the last 7 years. He's like, that's customer service. Mm-hmm. Same thing. I'm like, cool. Well, yes. All my experience is customer service experience. He's like, all right, when can you start? That was my interview with him. Mm-hmm. I mean, and who knew he would go on own restaurants after that?
Yeah. I mean, own Chinatown.
I wouldn't say all that. No.
Hey.
But anyway.
Well, yes and no. Yes and no, but yeah.
Well, he's the kind of guy who owns wherever he's at, so
yeah.
Shout out to him for that.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to what you were saying. Varied experiences, whole lot of versatility. You can be a parent, you can be a boss, you can be a worker, you can be a fucking just keep your head down and grind it out kind of guy. There's room for a lot of different personalities in hospitality. You don't necessarily have to deal directly with people. Mm-hmm. You do have to be a team player in most cases.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're not a team player in any job, you probably shouldn't be there.
It's probably hard. Yeah. I mean, to make sure. Yeah.
Unless you're a glass blower.
I mean, yeah, because I mean that's kind of like it's kind of just a one-person job. I mean, you can take turns sitting there blowing. It's like, all right, my lungs at max capacity. I need a break. Then the next blower come on, hop on and start blowing on it. You know
what's funny? I applied at it. I applied at a glass blowing factory. Dude tried to get me a job there.
What'd they say?
Don't come back. But they didn't use the words though.
Did you blow?
No.
See, that's the problem.
No.
You should have shown me your blowing skills. Did you have to audition? Like, did
no.
You put
no.
Did they sit you on the leather couch?
They had all the confidence in the world that they could teach me the skill. It was just whether my personality worked out with the whole situation. And you know what? Looking back on it, it wasn't right for me. It just wasn't gonna be right for me. You know why I didn't get the job? This is why I didn't get the job.
Because you didn't say, look at me.
Well, I didn't say that anyways. So, if that's what they were looking for, they had the wrong guy. If they were
they knew. They saw me. I was like, yeah, he's not going to do that. Like, can you blow for me for a sec? look dead into the camera. Look dead into the camera.
So what happened was,
no,
I didn't get the job. I didn't get the job because I didn't have a driver's license at the time.
Oh, that makes sense
And
too.
they needed me to be able to do work on location.
Yeah, that's like. Yeah,
That's what they tell you? That's how they put it? That's what they be telling you?
I don't know. I can only imagine. Let me see you go blow over there. Oh man. So I got this one client. All right, bro, I'm sorry.
So I have this one client. They need a blowjob. Just finish it up.
Yo, man, no, that's what yo, man, let them imagine.
Nah.
You can't let them imagine.
Nah, I'm here to paint the whole picture.
It's already painted. It's right behind you. Oh my goodness.
Speaking of which, man, when we gonna go see Ant?
Yo, man, you say that everywhere.
We haven't fucking done it.
I know, man.
Yeah, we haven't done it
I
yet.
keep trying to set it up, but then, like, schedules be crazy. So it's like, all right.
This is
You
good.
see, we had to push the podcast back another day.
Yeah, I mean, that's because of you, though.
Last time was because of you. I did it by myself.
What can I say?
Booked and busy, man. Booked
I
and
didn't
busy.
tell you to do it by yourself, and I didn't tell you to push it back. Actually, you know what's funny? We did it together the very next day. So,
Did we?
yes. You actually recorded by yourself on a Monday, and then I came through on Tuesday, and we did an actual episode.
Even better.
That's your fault.
Oh, man.
That's your fault.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? You just need to be more flexible, is what it is.
No, I was flexible.
I mean, you were
I mean,
flexible,
I did-
but you
I-
still did it yourself.
I did what? What?
You still did it yourself.
I did what? I mean,
You could have just waited a day.
did what? I mean, no, that's just to show that we could do 2 episodes in 1 week, man. Come on, the range. Come on, right? We could do 2. We could do 2 in 1 week. We could do 3 in 1 week.
Sure, we could, but not just you alone.
It could just be you alone as well.
I mean, if this weren't your mother's house, perhaps.
Nah, did I do it here? I did do it here, but listen, could do it anywhere.
Yeah, just knock on the door and be like, "Hey, guys, I gotta use the space. How y'all doing today? All right, cool, thanks."
Remember, show Nico some love.
I mean, I always, dude, I'm a fucking. It's too much love is the problem.
Yeah.
I show that dog so much love that he just wants to keep jumping up and down on me, just jumping up and down on me.
That's only on him, though. Don't you guys try it.
Yeah, and
He's a big dog, too.
And the thing is, I don't even feel uncomfortable with it. You know who feels uncomfortable with it?
A lot of people. Oh, yeah.
He told me to chill.
Like, no.
Like the first few times, he's like, "Don't do that. Like, just chill." Like he don't like it. But I think that's because he wants it to be like this big, like scary, like, you know what I mean? It
And
makes
he's
him
so
feel safer.
lovable.
No, but that's not like me, bro. First 15, 20 times I came here, I'm like, "What's up, dog? What's up, dog?" And then he just jumping up on me and shit, and we playing or whatever. But I think that they're concerned, like I'm going to get bit. Like, nigga, if I get bit, that's okay. He gonna get punched in the mouth if I get bit, or I'm gonna do something to make him bite me more. Like, I know how to play with a dog, man.
Like, yo, man, it's just love taps.
Dog, all my best friends is dogs.
Man, better than snakes. Look, bring it in. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I went back to the delivery service conversation. I revisited that. Oh no, because that's something we didn't address on air. All right, so last week, I left my phone in an Uber. Had shorts on, and you know how things go. Phone fall out, seat, bam. So in order for me to get my phone back, I had to give the guy $30, right?
Did he tell you that?
Yeah.
He said $30.
He said $30.
You should have complained about him because that's not cool at all.
He was just like,
That's not cool at all. There's actually a piece in the app where you can go and tell them you left some shit in the car.
I mean,
and they can't. They're not allowed to hold your shit hostage.
but remember, I didn't order the Uber.
Who ordered the Uber?
You ordered the Uber.
You should have fucking told me
I did tell you.
the next day after
Yeah,
you went
when
through
I
it.
got my phone. Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
You should have told Ian. You was still with people you knew. You should have told Ian.
No,
Call me.
No, I wasn't. No, I was solo. But I guess I could have did it through my watch.
You could have.
No, because when I tried to call you, because I only got your the one that I usually hit up.
My phone number?
The Gmail. No, I don't have your phone number.
Oh,
in
the Gmail
here.
account. Yeah.
Yeah, so then that always...
Yeah, but I probably would have still got it. Like, don't get me wrong, I was fucked up that night. But if you'd have told me you left your phone somewhere...
It wouldn't, no.
I know it's just $30. It's not that big of a deal.
No, it doesn't go through my watch to my phone on trying to get in contact with you.
I know for a fact, and I wish that I would have realized that was my Uber, because I would have gave that nigga 1 star, complained about everything, because at the end of the day, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
If you say you left something, you go to the app, you say you left something in their car, they're bringing it back. They're supposed to bring it back.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could tip him for coming out of his way and bringing it back, or maybe even he has the right to tell you, okay, I got a certain number of rides and I'm not planning on being back around there until like whatever, or I'm not free until whatever. That's cool, be reasonable, let's work together. But at the end of the day, bro, it ain't no, oh, you gotta give me the, like if I could go back in my records and figure out who that was, bro, I end that nigga Uber career, dog. For real. I don't like that shit. Nigga, I left my phone in fucking cabs. Taxi cabs. And them niggas have been like, oh yeah, this is it right here. Where you gonna be at? Where you gonna be at today? Because if it's reasonable, it's reasonable.
Yeah.
I ain't never had nobody hold my shit hostage and say, if you don't give me $30, I'm not giving you your shit.
Well, the conversation didn't go like that.
I understand, but that's the application of it.
Yeah,
that's the application. For you to
like,
demand money from me is basically telling me, yo, if I ain't got no money, then you ain't gonna get my shit back. And if that's the case, nigga, fuck you. Where you at? I'm about to come find you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I found him. I could find it, you know. I could find it.
Yeah, you can track that shit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, nigga.
He was like, I'm in South.
I meet him at a red light, like, straight up.
It was like, I'm in Southwest. I was like, oh, I love Southwest. I'm on my way. What? I'm not scared to go to any. What? The hood is Southwest? What's up?
Nigga, all my niggas love South. All my niggas is from Southwest.
What's up?
Should have said that. All my niggas is from Southwest.
So
we about to slide.
We about
to pull up real quick.
Yeah, so I pulled up, met him in Southwest, and was just like, well, he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy.
Actions speak louder than words, man.
He was a nice guy.
All right, so what's up, man?
But yeah. So
the topic for today?
this
I don't
whole
want to
thing.
talk about this shit.
Oh no, that was the topic.
What? What's the topic?
Well, we started off with the topic because the topic was the whole health aspect.
Safe surf?
Yeah.
So I'm glad we moved on because that shit was making me yawn, man.
That's fine. That's cool. Look, so the experience, it was just something to sit there. It's like, shine light on a different aspect of the hospitality industry that gets overlooked, which is a bad thing because a lot of people.
Shout out to Brewery Beer Garden, FKA Opa. Cause them niggas got shut down about 3-4 times, not knowing what you know.
Keep changing up the name. Keep changing up the name, changing up managements. Yeah.
Keeping the same owners stuff.
Keeping the same, yeah, you know? Yeah, it's all pieces, you know? It's all pieces. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it is actually important, you know? Like, because obviously a lot of the things that come from it is because people pass viruses. You know, bacteria is already on all of these things, and that's what I was getting at when I was saying the terminology. Because I'm just like, oh yeah, bacteria. You know, like it's like yeast. All these things, you know, it's already in it.
Yes.
And now it's just amplifying as you let it sit.
Right.
You know,
where it becomes a thing.
Like and then if you're not cleaning properly, of course, you know, like these bad things just keep on building over time. Somebody's gonna get pull out the small straw, you know.
Right.
And when it hits, you know. Yes.
I need to stop being Trump like you.
No, it fell on me already too.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Yeah. So anyways.
All right, so, well, because that topic was like that, today was structured. Crazy. All right, so, last night. This is the perfect time. Oh, man. Get the music on. Last night did the champagne tasting.
Yeah.
With Felipe. Or Philippe.
Philippe.
No, his name is. I just like to be extra.
Okay, Philippe.
Yeah. So he's the brand ambassador, the American brand ambassador for Charles Heinzschick, whatever.
Yeah, I asked you how to pronounce that earlier. I don't know.
Yeah. Fantastic champagne. Yeah. Fantastic champagne. Cool guy. He started out in New York. Then now he's based out of Chicago. But he's the ambassador for this brand of champagne. Boom. Put it right there.
Is that his picture on the bottle?
No. He's all right. So he's an American guy. The story behind this whole champagne is really awesome. Cheers to you guys, because you both got cigars lit, so I was kind of going for that.
Woo! And that's second day effervescence. Jeez.
This is amazing. This is really good. I mean, it was just a real great conversation. So this is another Zoom meeting, you know.
Okay.
And they sent the bottle. You know, everybody got a bottle. Instead of doing the half ones, he was just like, no. I had a half bottle before or a split, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, for people to try to sample, and then he's like, I don't like them myself. To sit there and just do like samples, you know, half bottles or anything like that. It's easier just to do a full bottle so you get the full experience. Like anytime I go to my he didn't say competitors, but you know, anytime I go to
the other guys,
and try their stuff, and it comes in these little bottles, I don't even feel satisfied, so I can't do that to other people, you know.
It was a great I guess perspective. I feel like there was a better word that I was looking for, but I'll settle for perspective. Yeah, but that's great. I agree with that 100%. Because ultimately, you got a little teeny bottle. You're just like, oh, okay. I mean, anything would have been good for fucking 10 minutes, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. So as he's doing his presentation and talking about it, so the guy, Charles, you know, ended up buying all of this land in Champagne for whatever, who knows, back in the 1500s. So the Romans end up like digging caves underground because they were trying to get the chalk.
Right. Okay.
So that's
chalk mines.
Yeah. So he ended up buying all that off them because they were done with, you know, like their run was over.
They're saturated.
Their run was over, and they were, you know. So he ended up buying it for however much he bought it, and these things cover like an 8-mile radius. It was something that I know I've run, and I was like, yeah, that's a lot for you got a lot for a little.
That's like your whole field of vision.
Underground, under homes, and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Underground. So their cellars are just filled with chalk and all this kind of stuff, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm digging, and what I'm going to do with this? Cool, not me, but like him, looking at him, you know?
Yeah.
Him as in Charles, just like, what do I do with this? I just thought, hey, grapes, vineyard, damn. All this space, you know. Mm-hmm. Cool. So then, of course, start going to the grapes and all of that. You know, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm digging. All right, well, what's up? So the difference between this particular brand and other brands, like they're all blends. Mm-hmm. That's what champagne is.
Right.
And remember when we were in the other champagne Zoom? With Julie.
Yes.
And remember when I asked that question and that lady, what she said, why the rosé costs more, but we like the brut more?
Because we use the juice from like some other shit that we don't sell by itself. And all that stuff. Yeah. So that's the important part. So with this particular brand, so all of this is pretty much just like 40-year-old, 20-year-old reserves within that blend. Mm-hmm.
So this is why we're having this experience when we're tasting it. It's like it's more developed. It's great, you know.
Right.
$60 bottle. Their stuff is consisting of a whole lot of reserves.
Okay.
Because they've been just sitting on this stuff since he first got it, and since they have so much land,
they can actually continue to develop that much.
Yeah.
So that feeds like just a more premium product in general.
Yeah.
They have options that a lot of people don't have.
Yeah, because they have so much that was just sitting. So it's just like all of this stuff that's back here that's just sitting. So that's like these right here, right?
Yeah.
Someday,
you should start now and start aging some stuff.
I mean, that one's still sitting in all that carboy back there, and it's just like, oh snap! So that's it's there for another like 40 years, you know. Then they put a little bit of that into something, you know what I'm saying? Like all that. So it put it in perspective, just like that's how you determine. That's the key importance when you're tasting champagne. It's just like how many reserves are in there. What's the percentage of the fresh stuff that you just whatever, as opposed to your stuff that you've been holding on for however many decades. What's that balance like?
Word.
And another thing, like, so what they do on this bottle is like, so they tell you this is when it was laid in the cellar, right? The youngest one.
Word.
Right? So we'll say that's 2010, 29, right?
Sure.
When the harvest happened.
Right.
And this is when they sat there and like they, this year, as in 2018, is when they separated the dead yeast and all that from it. All this, the sediment, all this particles.
Disgorged.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's the French word. So
that's not French.
It is French.
English.
No. All right, cool. But
it
yeah,
is,
so
though.
that's.
I'm just saying it is.
But the meaning of it.
Sure, maybe. I think it's actually Germanic.
It's probably still the same.
Might be Anglo.
Could be. Saxon. So,
No. Anglo-Saxon is actually a blend of like two. Like Saxons, they have words that they contributed to the English language, and then did I say Saxons or Anglo?
You said Anglo.
Anglos have words that they contributed to the English language,
might be
and then Saxons have other words that they contributed to the English language, and then Germanic also contributed to the English language a bit too. And we get a lot of Latin.
I was being a dickhead, but yes. I was just fucking around because a lot of people know Anglo-Saxon, the hyphenated kind of thing. But then this is audio.
I'm using it right though.
So I got you. I know you're using it right.
Like when you think about a word like gorge, that sounds Germanic as fuck, but it might actually just be Saxon, because like Saxon contributed a whole lot of just like one syllable, like hardcore ass words like home and fight and shit like that. So gorged might have also come. I don't know. I care a little bit about it, but I don't know everything.
I don't know. I just know what I read.
Right. I read a lot of shit. I just can't remember all of it. This is pretty much what I'm getting at right now.
But yeah, so this is when it was disgorged, and that's when they separated the dead yeast from it. This is for a reason.
It's because I have red wine in my glass before that.
Yeah, that's why I poured
right on the bottom.
That's why I poured so little.
Yeah.
So we can sit there and do the clean out kind of thing, and then whatever. So this right here is just when they sat there and separated it from that.
Okay. So when they filtered it or whatever, or when they...
Yeah, I guess you could say that. That's the easiest way to say that. Yeah, when they filtered it, boom. And then they put the cork in.
Word.
Yeah, so this is 2018 when they put the cork back in, to let that become this. But it's still that blend of the like 40 years and all that kind of stuff, 40, 20, whatever. 40-20.
I'm listening.
30-5, whatever, whatever that
That's
blend
called prep.
is.
That's actual prep. Like, I'm here. I'm right here.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not. No. I was sitting there just still thinking through what I was saying. Mm-hmm. Explaining it as best as I could right now for the audio experience. Because they can't see
Okay.
you at that point.
I got you.
Yeah. But yeah, so like... Not too many producers actually do that. They will actually tell you when it's been disgorged, but not when what's in the cellar,
Nice. Read the generosity part.
40% reserve wines with an average age of 10 years. Generosity.
Right.
A lot of people won't give you that.
No, they won't. Not only will they not give you the wines, but they won't give you the information
At all.
unless you know that they gave you the wines.
Yeah.
It's good. So this is outstanding to you. Is that how you would put this on your scale?
I would.
I think this is better than the Perrier Jouet.
Which one? You haven't had that one, but yeah.
I did have that one.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't have a rosé.
You didn't have that. You didn't have the Perrier Jouet.
I did have that one.
No, you didn't.
So what the fuck did I have?
Cause you didn't have that at all. Cause you see the date on that. Cause that's when I hit you up and I was like, yo. Cause that was what? Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Or Christmas.
Eve says 12/23.
Yeah, we didn't have this because this is when I called you and I was like, yo, I gotta share this with somebody. And then I called you and I called Gio, and none of you were available. So I was like, well, guess I'm finishing this by myself. But you have Pouillet, Chagma.
Okay. So not the Perrier, the Pouillet.
Pouillet.
All right, cool. Whoops, my mistake.
But yeah, so this is to me, I like this more than that.
It's more reasonably priced as well.
Do you know the price of this?
You said $60.
Oh snap! Yeah.
You said it.
Yeah.
You told me.
Sorry.
All right, cool. But
yeah, look, all I can do, man, is ask for forgiveness. But yeah, $60, and this is their benchmark one. Like this drinks.
So this is their base level.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I wanted, I was going to finish this last night, and I was like, no, I can't finish this. I have to. Yo,
thank you. I appreciate it.
We have to meet tomorrow. This should just be on a podcast just for that,
Yeah.
If it's not even on a podcast, if I link up with you tomorrow, this, I can contain myself. I can sit there, put this away. I still had a beer that I could have finished,
I appreciate it. Hell yeah.
Because this is what makes me want to focus a whole lot more on the champagne. Because of these producers, things like this.
Pardon.
But yeah, so sitting there just even having that conversation and him just divulging, because when he was explaining everything, I'm sitting there gauging, right? Mm-hmm. Just all right, is he coming at sales or what's up, Mm-hmm. If he's even doing that, let me sit there and ask this question. All right, you guys, because everything's hand harvested, everything's taken so care, delicacies and all of that.
Right.
So just to throw in just a wrench, I'm just like, all right, so you guys have so much land. Mm-hmm. Do you guys use machinery? Not for harvesting, but after harvesting. What's it like when you guys are pruning, What's it like doing butt break? What's up,
Yeah, even though pruning is before harvesting, but sure.
No, yeah, pruning, yeah, that's what I said, pruning, and then, the off season. Mm-hmm. What's the labor like then? So then he explained, no, we have to, we do everything, it costs a lot more, but it's all human interaction.
There's a family type of thing?
Yeah. So I can see it,
Hell yeah.
I mean, not just family, but, it's they can staff, they can afford.
So are the grapes grown in the mines?
The grapes are still grown, not in the mines. No, the mines are just where they're storing. That's their cellar. They don't offer tours to the general public. Mm-hmm. You know, you got to make calls in order to be able to walk through their cellars and all that kind of stuff.
Yo, we should go there before you have a kid.
I mean, probably after. Most likely after. Because I mean,
you told me you're not going anywhere once you have a kid, dog.
You can't get in. I mean, you can't get into
They got 8 whole miles, dog.
EU.
What?
You can't get. No, they're not allowing people in right now.
To Europe?
Yeah.
Says who?
The government.
No, but where's your source? Where'd you hear this at?
The government.
If I wanted to fly to fucking Germany right now, if I wanted to fly to fucking Newfoundland right now, you telling me I can't?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't.
Why?
Because they have lockdown because of
Where did you
COVID.
read this?
The internet.
You gotta do better than that, bro.
Yeah, like that was the easiest way. The internet.
You gotta do better than that.
I mean, because no, they actually are not allowing people in. Maybe if you have your vaccination card, then it'll grant you access. But outside of that, no.
I can print one of those.
Okay. I feel you.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a real thing.
I don't think I believe you, man.
That's fine. That's cool. I mean, you look into it yourself.
I'm not gonna do it right now.
Even when we were going to
The burden of proof is on the person who made the fucking statement.
I don't care.
I really don't care.
I'm not gonna say
it's not my job to disprove you. It's your job to prove what you said, though.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That's how it works.
No, it's not how it works. I said it, and then
I told you that's probably not true. So now it's up to you to prove it.
No.
Yeah, it really is.
No, because I'm going to sit there and be like, all right, cool.
I know. That doesn't mean it's not your job. You can neglect your job all you want, but it's still your job.
I'm going to neglect it then.
If I sit here and say, yo,
the world is flat.
Red Air Maxes came out today, and you sit here and say, no, they didn't. And I say, yeah, they did. And then you go, no, they didn't. I'm going to look at you and go, prove me wrong? No, I'm going to show you that they did because I have proof that they did because I wouldn't have made the statement unless I knew that they were.
That's fine. It's cool.
It's in your history.
I know.
Just fucking look it up.
At some point.
Why not right now? Why? What's the point of the conversation?
Well, because that wasn't the main point of the conversation.
The point of the conversation is we can go watch. I'm about to fuck all these up.
That board me for you to do that.
The point of the conversation is we can go and actually visit an 8-mile long vineyard. I don't even know if it's 8 square miles. I don't know if it's just 8 straight, like a line, or whatever. But we can go and visit an 8-mile vineyard.
And I'm saying you can't do that right now.
And you're saying I can't go to the EU right now.
Yeah.
Which is even a broader statement than what I just proposed.
I know, I'm saying you can't.
If you would have said there was a waiting list for at least 6 months because they don't give
that's too much
tours to the general public, like what you said earlier.
No, you limit the time frame. You have to remember that too. You said before I had the kid.
When you having a kid?
Couple months.
How many?
Like 2.
2?
Yeah, man, it's right there.
2?
Yeah, it's right there.
You sure? What's the date? No, they give you a date.
They do give you a date.
What's the date they gave you?
I mean, the date, like, all right, so...
What's the date they gave you?
Where we in, man?
Nearly.
All right, come on, yeah. It's about that time frame. It's about that time frame.
Barely, man.
But like I'm saying, right? But like I was saying, you can't just you have to know somebody in order to visit this site. You know, you have to make a call.
I know you.
And they let you. I mean, yeah, you know me, and I have to make the call to somebody that I know, and they have to make the call.
You know him.
And then boom.
You know
and then boom.
You know Philippe.
Everybody knows Philippe. Yeah,
so he knows them then.
so we can make it happen when things open back up.
Things are open back up.
All right, yo, I'm not doing this with
June
you,
10th.
man. Yo,
Didn't you tell me a date? Did you say June 10th?
what?
Did I hear you say that today?
Oh, June 11th, when Pennsylvania is going to, or Philadelphia is going to raise their restrictions.
I don't imagine that Philadelphia is any more conservative than the EU.
Yo, all right. So overall, what do you think of this? I think this is. I'm hyped. I wanted to share it with you.
Well, you said it was outstanding. If you tell me something's outstanding, the kind of position that I'm in, I kind of have to just take your word for it.
That's not true.
No, I told you some shit tasted like pennies, and you said it was very good one day, but
It changes, you know, from person to person.
it seems like a good place to go on tour. If I was to give my assessment of this champagne, I could easily say that this is probably the best thing I've ever tasted. My frame of reference is very limited, and timetables, you know, they do a lot to change people's perception. But right now, I don't remember anything that I've tasted that's better than this, especially for the price point. Like you said, $60 for this bottle, you'd probably be doing yourself a favor. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with this. I'm glad he saved it for me. And to think, I just brought Coronas. So, it's sweet and dry at the same time. I think that's the most special thing about it. Like, it starts off feeling like it's gonna be like a pear juice or like a cider or something. But it also has like a lot of floral characteristics. And then it dries up. Not like that, but like nice little ride out. Dries up. And then it seems like it all evaporates into just pure effervescence. Very, very, very good. I very much enjoy this. I don't know what you're doing right now.
It's been a while.
You got some ice in there. What you about to do?
It's been a while.
You about to do some bartender shit?
Yeah.
Got me nervous.
Ooh.
So what's so good about this? Why do you like it so much?
Why do I like it so much?
Specifically.
All right. Well, the flavor profile you have this dried apricot in it, you know, but at the same time, there's that pineapple, some mango. It's like a lemon curd that goes on. Also, you get some spices in it.
I did forget the citrus.
Like some cinnamon. A little bit of like clove, nutmeg, like it's so developed, you know? Like this is just like, like, oh my goodness. I mean, it is higher, like it has this whole like, it feels dense on your palate, the weight.
Yes.
Like sugary,
yes,
you know?
Yes,
it feels sweet, but it's not
but it
sweet.
goes away.
It's still
like,
brute.
You're right.
But it's on a higher end of brute.
There you go.
You know,
Yep.
like so it has that whole thing going on, where it's just like it's not sweet, it's brute, it's still dry, but yeah, at the same time, it carries it on like it's like dry. It's brute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I mean, there's so many different layers to it. You know, like this is one that you can sit there and appreciate. Like sit here really dissecting this, and this is amazing. This is awesome. This is day 2. Like the first time I had it, oh my gosh, you know, and this is still holding on the same way. You know.
I just said the same thing, but like, not like you said it. I said it like a 4-year-old maybe. I said the best part about this is that it's sweet and dry.
I don't even know who Lolo Jones is. All right, cool.
Probably shouldn't have mentioned him on the pod then. It's like, no.
All right, let's see. All right. One more time. Reaching down here. There should be another one over here, right? Nah. All right, cool. Long way?
It might be over there.
Nah, it's not over here.
There's one over there. Oh, that's...
Those are shot glasses as well, so it's just like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The long one's still back there. Doesn't matter. All right, cool. Make way. We'll finish this in a minute. What I do with the... There we go. Bring this over here.
This cigar was exceptional too, by the way.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Did you try it?
No.
Have you tried it?
No. I'm actually headed to that place after this.
Are you?
Yeah.
How long you gonna be there?
Before I take my exam.
What time is your exam?
7 p.m.
That's funny.
7 to 9. Since it's around,
Yeah.
So it's like...
I would go with you.
Yeah, I'm meeting up with John.
Giancarlo?
Yeah.
Word.
But yeah.
Sounds like a good time. What time we gonna be done with this?
I mean, we're about to wrap this up now. Well, not wrap it up, but...
No, yeah, I got you. I can't drink straight all the way through until 6:30 tonight, though.
All right, Oh, because I was supposed to bring it under. But it's cool. All right, so it's that time.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride out with you.
You're right out?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Boom, right here. A Taste of the Culture. So this is a subscription box based out of here in Philadelphia. A good friend of mine.
Shiz. Shout out Shiz.
Sean McLeod.
Yeah, but that's what people in Philly call Sean's. Shiz.
Because I kind of want to still show the box while we go through this, but it's hard to do it that way. So boom. Boom. So this is like my first subscription box that I've
subscribed to.
So it's nothing but black owned libations and just like not just ingredients for libations, because it could be just black owned brands itself.
Yo, so we could label this video an unboxing.
Unboxing, yeah.
Or at least a portion of it.
So boom. I'll still keep that open. Now I close that. You guys seen it because I'm gonna put all this on top. All right, so it comes with some mixers. This month came with some mixers
hair grease.
as well. This isn't hair grease. Now this right here, I believe this is from someone down in New Orleans. She's been killing it. She's been making cocktails and all that. Whatever. But this is called How Many Licks. But this is close. There's edible glitter. So I have
Y'all's.
Charismatic Creations. This is a pineapple peach rose mixer. And this one is an orange mango roseberry mixer.
The color is like
tells all.
unmistakable.
There's a black owned tequila brand right here.
Did that come with the package?
That came with the package. This is Tolero Silver.
Oh, so that's why you didn't let me just drink that straight.
Yeah. Now,
is it all portioned out?
Now the whole thing. What do you mean?
Is it all like when I finish the bottle, I'm gonna finish that? Like if I just make straight cocktail, is it gonna just like portion out?
This is 750. So you know how many you can get out of this. You know how many is that? Like 12 drinks. About 12 drinks if you're doing 2 ounce pours. Yeah.
Ish.
You know, and these are both 4 ounces. 4 and 4, 8. You know. Depends on your measurements and your recipe on how you want
the recipe is. That's why I said is it portioned out.
I mean, well, the thing that I can think of would be
directions?
because it's not like that. I mean, it usually does come with like cards and all that if you want to make something like that.
Yeah.
But like, so this was based around Cinco de Mayo, so this would be around like tequila.
Yeah.
But we're not doing that today. Thank you. We're not doing that today. We're going to save that for another day. And then, you know, the way that we do things is we taste the juice by itself.
Okay. Word.
So, we're just going to only do the tequila and tell you what we think of the tequila. Is that fair?
That's very fair. Are you not making a cocktail right now?
No.
You just pulled all the tools out.
I'm not making a cocktail right now.
It doesn't come with the tools.
It doesn't come with the tools. No,
Okay.
no.
I'm not asking you to make a cocktail right now, but you brought fucking ice cubes.
Yeah.
So I assumed that you were about to get shake on and all that shit.
Yeah, I can do it shaking. I can do it distilled spirit shaking. So I can sit there and have it neat, and I can
I'm
also have
only
it.
questioning your intentions. I'm not questioning.
You know the truth?
I want to know the truth. That's all I ever want to know.
So a lot of people order shots shaken or chilled.
Yeah, I've heard.
So, you know, sit there and have a neat
I don't shake chills.
a neat version, a chilled version.
Sure.
And then my intention was to make a margarita,
Let's go.
but I forgot the lime juice.
Okay. I got you.
You see the recovery?
Yeah,
You see the
I
recovery?
saw the attempt at it. You already excited me. You got the ice cubes down
You
here.
saw
I'm
it? You
like,
saw it? You saw it?
Damn, some
All right, cool.
citrus. What can we get citrus from? Too bad this isn't citrusy enough.
All right, so what's going to happen right now is I'm going to finish this.
Finito. I'm a gorilla.
All right, so this is a black-owned tequila brand.
Is it tequila?
It's Agave Azul.
So it's not. No, it says tequila.
No, it has a nom on it. It has a nom.
All right, yeah,
It has
it's
a nom.
tequila.
All right, so my only assumption is that this was actually produced in Jalisco,
Yeah.
Mexico. Not by black people.
No, it was sourced.
But yeah, it was sourced through black ownership. So that's the only thing. It's kind of just like Ace of Spades. In that regard of the manufacturer sold this particular labeling and bottling to someone, and that someone is a black person.
Gallery Spirits.
I mean, imported is that could go like
Manhasset, New York.
Because the labeling
I got you.
they could own this and then
they
get
own
in
all, and then have another
and
importer.
then someone imported. Yeah,
I got you.
So I mean, because that's the interesting part about the 3-tier distribution layer and all that kind of
Very
stuff.
much
you know.
so. Produced and bottled in Jalisco, Mexico. So they got the whole thing.
Yeah. So they can keep on selling the same thing to someone else, you know, like manufacturer. You know, it's business.
Mm-hmm. It's not wine, but sure.
The cork is the cork.
Oh, this smells sweet.
The cork is the cork.
This smells. All
right, so this right here
it got the spice though. It got the spice.
This right here is just a rinse, and then we're gonna, because we had a lot of bourbon in this, so this is just to rinse it out.
Me personally, beer as well.
And there.
It was Mexican beer if it makes you guys feel better. I'm trying to cheers you, motherfucker. No cheers for the rinse?
Yeah.
I'd like to cheer for everything. Cheer for the Phillies. Go Phils. Yeah, definitely on the sweeter side.
All right.
I would tell you that's a heavy pour, but I ain't no bitch.
You can pour more of mine.
No, we're about the same.
That's a shot.
That's more than a shot. That's like 2 ounces. Like 1.5 or 2. That looks like 1.5.
This is a 1.
One only?
Well, no. This is more than one, but yep, 1.5.
1.5. On point.
Yeah, man.
All right. Lo siento, pa.
You know who I learned from? Like, I think you guys start talking trash.
Like, Manny, I think. If I had to guess.
No. That's my OJ.
Okay.
All right, so you ready?
I hope so.
All right, cheers. Cheers to you guys. All right, so put this here. All right. So the first thing that I usually do before I like try to taste and dissect anything.
Smell.
This smells, it kind of smells like caramel. Also like marshmallow. So it does have like Theo said, sweet. It's on the sweeter side, which is pretty interesting. So I'm not gonna geek out on you guys at all. Once we start up the Patreon, that's where all of that will go. I guess it just comes down to flavor profiles, if we like it, if we don't like it.
I like it.
I like it too. I like it just off the nose. The nose is so inviting. I am definitely about to get some. No, I can't do the margarita. No, not right now.
You about to run to the store and grab a lime?
Verde Limon, yeah. Because it's the bodega.
Of course. I'm positive.
So what you want to do is you want to do two tastes or two sips. 2 sips, 2 tastes. The first one is to like cleanse your palate, swish it all around, get everything that you had in, out, and then taste again. I'm dropping all this off with 0.00.
Did you check the proof? You picked the proof?
No, I didn't get into any of that yet.
Okay.
So if you notice, if you're sitting here doing this with us, or not with us, but if you're doing this, you'll notice the sensation of like alcohol, which is why everything is starting to reset and clear. If you ever put your alcohol on like a wound, it's that sensation, but without the pain. So now when you take your next sip, all of it's going to be the flavors that you kind of would be looking for, or what it's going to give.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right, so this just reminds me of rock steady, rocking on the rock. Oh, look. And we begin to rock. All right, but yeah. So this is definitely like, it has a lot of minerality to it. It has like, all right, so I don't know if you know anything about tequila and how it's produced, but I can taste this whole procedure. Like when I say rock steady.
Talking about the filtration process?
No,
So
I can tell you what I taste. You can taste it too. Oh, where am I hiding it? Where would I hide something so valuable? Where would I hide something so valuable? All right.
So we begin to rock.
Where would I hide? All right, so I hid it from myself because I didn't want to ruin it. All right, so now when they're producing tequila, it's this rock that they use called a Tahoe.
It's a volcanic rock.
Yeah, you got me. All right, so yeah, that's a wheel that they push around. And that's their press. That's their way of pressing it. And I can actually taste that Tahoe, you know? So yeah, man, it's legit. I can say that. The juice is legit, you know?
It is. It's actually very great. I am more of I usually like them to be peppery. That's why I'm a mezcal fan.
Oh, man, that's a whole different process too, but yeah.
I know. Whole different region as well. But
Ooh, Hold on. All right. So when I say a Tahoe, just think of the caveman times that picture that they paint, where it's just like them discovering the wheel, and it's that kind of rock, janky rock.
The OG wheel.
Yeah. That's still circular, and it's not that
wheel.
Yeah. That's what I mean when I say the Tahoe. So this is what we're tasting right now. All right, sorry.
No, you're good.
No, that was it.
Okay, but yeah, usually I like it a little bit more peppery. But let's say if I was just to make a comp, right? This to me completely shits on a Patron. 100%.
Oh yeah.
A Casamigos, same. Completely shits on a Casamigos. Maybe not so much the Reposado and the Añejo, but absolutely the silver or platinum or whatever the fuck they call it. This is.
I know that's where it always gets funny, right? But yeah, because it's like, is it going with Blanco or going with platinum, silver?
Right,
what are we
Blanco,
going with?
platinum. But this says silver specifically. So if we're just talking silvers, this is high level shit right here. This is better than Espolon. Yeah. By far.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I can't tell you the retail price on this because you can't get it. Because the description box, I'm able to get it. You know?
It's packaged.
Yeah. So, yeah. I agree 100% with you, and now I sit there and think on the side of the machines, right? It's like they offer this same quality at a different price. And that's
different, like higher or lower?
Higher.
Yeah.
Higher price. Where it's just like, oh, if you want this, it's gonna cost you that, you know? As opposed to it just being like, no.
I can package this. Or I just grab the whole package. Make yourself some marks.
It's I don't know, like it's pretty interesting because you get like it'd be pretty interesting overall. I guess this is where the conversation is going to go now. All right, it'd be pretty interesting to sit there and see where this brand will go as they grow within the industry.
Depends how much they value themselves, honestly, because this could be really high, or like, you know, there's not going to be a
lower quality version of this. Oh my goodness, that would suck. The integrity would change.
Exactly. So this is not going to be your base level Hornitos, you know, Espolon, fucking. I just said that this is better than Casamigos, and Casamigos is like not a cheap bottle.
To be honest, like if they get as big as like Patron or anything like that, to sit there, if they offer like the Ferris wheels and all of that, you know, like the bartender's hotel that they just created and all that kind of stuff, is just like, well, no, like I'm still going to sit there and just give the honest review of like. Yo, no. Let's not forget, shit's still whack, you know?
No matter how much you fucking...
Like, I don't care how much you gross, you know, how much you net, any of that. Like, no, the product is just still not great.
Yes.
Like I know you can go to sleep comfortably, you know, it's like I can go to sleep sitting there knowing that whatever, like, so
like
for
if I sold this, I would feel like I was selling quality juice.
So if this is your flagship, I only expect your other stuff to be better and better, more limited. You know, it's like limited. You know. You can't go any lower than this. If you compromise your brand or your quality for under this your benchmark, then that's I don't know. I don't know how to look at anything.
I mean, me personally, I've always been drawn to premium products. Like, not even just as a consumer, like as a business person, I've always been drawn to premium products. So to me, I couldn't see any reason to do any worse than this. Not that this is bad at all. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I would never want to, like you said, compromise the integrity of what my brand has already established by trying to create something that was
the benchmark.
Yeah, to create something that was less
than my benchmark,
less solid and fucking just like, we're not even talking palatable. No, we're talking like complex, approachable, and just completely quality. This right here.
But that's also to be said that there's no stopping them from having another brand that
they don't even associate with this.
Yeah.
But that they own.
Yeah, absolutely. That could be the well or anything like that.
Yeah, no, I'm appreciative of this bottle here. I like this a lot.
I think if you're a black-owned establishment,
this is actually
you should definitely be carrying this.
Mi Campo
and putting this on your back bar.
This is better than Mi Campo Reposado, bro.
Yo, that's pretty good too. That has aged
it's
too.
Not a bad bottle. I know, and it's aged. But this is better. This is absolutely better. I was trying to think of comps in my head, but most of my comps will be Mezcal, just because it has just enough spice for me.
I had to think about comps for a second because it's two different worlds where that word.
Yep, comps. yeah.
I'm like, you got one too? You got one too?
I have no comp, but I have also no manager ever on the floor.
Yo, man, you saw me out there, man.
You was all over. You wasn't on the floor. You was everywhere.
You saw me, man.
You was everywhere, bro.
You saw me, man. I was just like...
I'm highlighting Caitlin today.
Oh, all right, yo. She's amazing. She's amazing.
I know,
She's amazing.
All
right. So I
should have just asked for her number.
So we're just gonna sit there and just that's our review on this. And thank you, Sean. Taste of the culture.
Perhaps next week we will hit the marks.
Oh man. I mean, we'll have more ice too, and I'll bring the light, and I'll bring the lime.
I might bring the lime. You never know.
You might. Yeah, you should definitely bring the lime.
All right, I'll bring
just in case if I don't bring.
Just in case, exactly. We know we have everything here.
Yeah.
And I know you got ice, so I might bring the lime next week.
I gotta bring more ice, but yeah. All right. So
what time we getting on today? 1, 2, 12. Okay, 12. I got the limes. You got the limes? I got the limes.
See now, if you go to the class. Everything that's still whole intact, like the time doesn't start ticking until you cut it open. When you cut it open, that's when oxygen starts getting in from the bacteria.
The product, yeah, indeed.
So as long, come on, man, I learned something.
Classes, man, yeah.
Learned something from it's not even just oxygen, but it's the bacteria from the actual knives itself. That's why, in the winery, we have to sanitize. That's why all of this was just to me.
Yeah, you can relate automatically. You already had reference points for everything.
Sanitize everything. This is why. I got books on this. It's like, yo, I'm in here. Why? I want to be asleep. I could be. So all right, yeah. So I mean, that's 86. Sorry, we have to do highlights right now. But this tequila, Talero, Talero, we both agreed is really awesome.
If it's Spanish, it's Talero. If it's Spanish, it's black owned, so I don't know. It might not even be Spanish.
Yo, the label. That's what I mean with the label. Come on, the juice. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do.
Exactly. So you never know.
I do that as well as with the fashion industry too. Where it's just the manufacturers, they want to use these. Because there's the first press, second press. The press, but
yeah. First edition, second edition, first.
And all that kind of stuff. Where things this is the quality of fabric and all that, and now it starts to get kind of wrong here, so we're gonna move that into this. All right, whatever, that's the same, and that's another thing too. That's another thing too with the champagne that we're drinking. All of it, they only use the first press. Right. So that's another different quality standard.
Is there more of that?
Yeah, I got it on the side. Cool. Yeah, you see? All right, so I love that reaction. All right, so do you have any highlights?
Yeah, I want to highlight When I like Caitlin, right now she's a server at Sampan/Garage. I don't know if she got double knot
That's
shifts.
not garage, graffiti.
Graffiti. Oh, sorry, bad mistake. I always make that mistake. Sampan, graffiti, and possibly also a double knot. She made me feel quite at home. There was a lot of people in the room that I knew already, right? Including yourself.
Yeah.
And it was a very, very familiar
And
location.
I was not going to make you feel at home.
You still did. And it was a very, very familiar location. And I received, I guess you could say, the best treatment that I could expect to receive going into a place like that. But somehow, some way, she still took it above and beyond by me and him going over the menu, having an argument of what we would do, what I could do, what was for me and what was not for me.
No argument at all.
Because I have specific dietary restrictions. And I had another guest who was with me, and we were talking about what maybe he was into or maybe he wasn't into. And she took that moment, she paid a little bit of attention, and you made suggestions, which were good suggestions, and they came out and they were fabulous. But then she took it amongst herself, took the liberty of saying, hey, I think you would like this too though, and just sent it right to me. I didn't even check my bill to see if it was on there, but sent it right out to me as a gift, you know? Mm-hmm. And that right there, that shit, that's worth whatever the fuck I tipped. That's worth whatever more I could have tipped. That is worth everything. Now, hospitality is a very broad term, and everyone in your establishment had an opportunity to show that hospitality in very different ways. And you rock your role. You know what I'm saying? That's what my bracelets say, rock your role. You rocked the role that you were in, and you killed it. You made me feel really at home, made me feel very welcome, made me feel happy to be there, and like I was received, and like they were happy to have me there. But she took that, went even to the next level, and said, okay, well look, this is what he's done, this is what they've done, what can I do? Well, here's what I can do. And sent me out some shit that I enjoyed even more than everything I ordered. So for that, I don't receive that every day. I don't even receive that often. I go to places where I know all the people there, and I still don't receive that. So, Caitlin, shout you out, mommy. You fucking killed it. I appreciate you. Glad to have met you.
Yo, she didn't tell me until afterwards, and I was like, I wish you'd have told me before. But yeah, no, none, of course none of that was on your check.
She did that for me.
Yeah, none of that was on your check. It was only just one thing. Well,
she did that for me, man. I appreciated it.
Yeah, you know you.
And thank you. I know you did it too.
Your check was just. Yeah.
I know you did it too.
I was just like, yo, I looked around. I was like,
my check was mainly booze.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Because it looks bad if you're just common booze.
Of course. Gotta. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm learning. Yeah. Learning.
Hey, listen, I'm happy I came through, man.
I'm happy you came through. Had the game on. What? It was. Yeah. Shout out to you, Caitlin. Jeez.
Absolute sweetheart.
I always get wrapped up in these
and that
moments.
smile though. She had a mask on and I could see the smile.
Yeah, yo, she's amazing. Like, yo,
she told me. She said I'm his favorite server. I was like, I can see why.
She's not.
Yeah, but she told me though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
fuck whether she is or not. She said it.
What? I don't have a favorite, but
you can't play favorites. They're like all your kids.
Yeah, I'm like,
you're all my kids.
It's like what? It's like,
he a boss. He a boss.
It's like what? No.
He a boss, yo. Don't judge him. He a boss.
No. They're like, yeah. All right, so
I'm just a user.
So, me too, gosh. I'm glad somebody said it first. Like, we're here now? All right, yo. I use. But no. I mean, like, all right. So when it comes to highlights, I already shouted this person out, so I can't do that again. But I do have to give it to, you're gonna not like this.
Perhaps.
Maybe you will like it.
Perhaps. Anything's possible, man.
I gotta shout out Tyler, yo.
Time Tyler?
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I love Ty. I love Ty. I love Ty. I had a specific contribution in his development, so I can't hate on that at all.
Like I mean, cause I see him playing the game. Mm-hmm. You know, like it's so crazy. Like, cause I've always been this way. To sit there and just be like so many steps removed, but still watching. It's like, like I can only see what I've been exposed to, right? Yeah. So if I'm exposed to you, then you're on my radar. So I'm watching you forever, even when you think I'm not watching you. You know, it's weird. It's weird that way. But it's like no, because I'm gonna run across you again at some point in time in life, and then I can always sit there and be like, memory, it's like I met you through such and such, so it's just whatever,
no, I hear you,
but this is still just giving them a glimpse into my psyche. Mm-hmm. So I lock it away and all that kind of stuff. Now walking up, talking to Kev, sitting there just like just giving an update. They see me still training. Mm-hmm. They see me in my training gear at for the collective, right? Mm-hmm. So they don't know, and I'm sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, no, I'm this," but they see me.
They saw you.
Yeah, and
as they've seen you in the past.
No. Well, yeah, like not in that role.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right,
and it's just like.
I mean, you worked for the company, and you were also a good friend of mine, so they already have a preconceived notion of who you are today.
No, not that. Well, it's because you see that you're in this upper management role, right? Mm-hmm. But you're wearing the same things that
as everyone else is.
Yeah, and it's just like I have to wear this right now because I'm shadowing all of these different roles. So, and it's weird for someone not wearing that to be standing over someone while they're doing their job.
Got you.
So that's how we kind of,
Yep.
to not make it weird. Yeah. It's easy to sit there and say, this person's training. Don't mind them. I'm gonna do my thing. People are like, rather than someone dressed however, standing over and it's like, they're training. They're like, wait, what? So they're distracted. Real good psychological thing to go through, right?
Yes.
So I'm sitting there talking to them and I'm telling them, it's like, so this and that. And then they're just like, they're looking at me just like, wait, Tyler comes out and he instantly, even with the fresh body and all that kind of stuff, he's just like, he walks out and he's like, Brad, yo, my guy, and just changes the vibe of everything. How we own, just to own up to it and just make it no. Whiskey bar, anytime I walk into the whiskey bar, same energy. And this is and he brought that outside,
Yes.
He brought that outside. He walked out to talk to Kev, and then he recognized, he was like, yo, it's so much love, and then the tension just eased so much. And I was just like, he got it.
That's awesome.
He got it. He changed the whole vibe of everything. So ever since then, everybody's been moving differently, responding differently.
Of course.
Because now they can identify, before everybody, because the mask. And I don't want to pull my mask down and be like,
no, you don't have to. You shouldn't have to.
Exactly.
Half of your face should be enough.
It should, what I'm saying? You shouldn't need to see any of this in order to know, Mm-hmm. And he was instantly, as soon as he walked out, because you know how to, go to the hour on Sansom Street, how that thing shines. So for him to sit there and instantly click, it's like, oh no, you recognize me, I recognize you.
Yeah, never any question about that.
We're on the same accord.
Yep.
You are actually one of my homies. Mm-hmm. Instantly. So it's like, I cannot ever deny that guy,
Yes. I want to add to your highlight, and I want to say, when I first met him, he was the person directly before me. not above me, just before me. He was the person directly before me. And I walk into a place, and what I do when I walk into a place is I try to recognize weaknesses immediately, and I try to go, okay, right now I'm the worst member of this team. How can I make myself not the worst member of this team? So I start identifying people, their strengths and their weaknesses, and I try my best to outdo everyone, right? So with him, he was the first person that I was like, yeah, I'm going to be better than this guy. Immediately, I'm going to be better than this guy. And then there was like maybe 2 or 3 other people right after him that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be better than this guy. I'm going to be better than that guy. But me and him started to work particular shifts together. And once we started working shifts together, I realized like how the dichotomy worked with him as the bartender, me as the bartender, sharing the bar. And I was like, okay, I see what he's really good at. There's things he's fucking amazing at that I'm not as good as he is at. But then there's a bunch of other things that I am really fucking good at that he's not nearly as good at. So as we work together more and more and more, I actually developed a real like bond with that dude. And like ultimately, I feel like he made me better, and I feel like I made him better. So I don't feel like he could be in that role doing it as effectively as he's doing it right now without having encountered me and working very closely with me. But at the same time, I couldn't do what I'm doing as effectively as I'm doing without him.
It's a great relationship.
Right. Yeah. It's symbiotic.
Yeah.
So I appreciate Tyler as well. I've seen him about 2 times this week, and I cursed him out maybe once or twice, but only for good reasons. Only for good reasons. So yeah, I'm glad you actually highlighted Tyler. I actually like, I look at that like, Ty, look at Ty.
So
look at Ty getting it in, baby.
Since we're on the same,
Ty should have been fired the moment I got there. But no.
Since we're on the same page, man, make sure you go over the time to check out Tyler in the whiskey bar. I mean,
he's actually AGM, so you can find him all over the place.
Oh snap! He moved up.
Yeah. You can find him all over the place. He's all over the place there.
That's what's up.
He might not even be behind the bar. He might have his little plaid shirt on and whatever, but just check him out. He's a good dude.
That's what's up. That's even better.
Very personable guy.
That's even better.
He's got great shoulders too.
Yo, yeah, definitely check him out. And keep on checking us out at that's86'd.com, where you can always check out more. Look, you see how I didn't have getting better and better.
Also, we have a question. We wanted to know. I mean, we're not going to do it like traditional poll or whatever, but I figured we can mention it verbally. If you wanted us to maybe perhaps put together packages for you guys, because we realize that we are tasting a lot of different things. And I remember when I used to watch Weeds, and like I would watch Weeds and I didn't have any weed, and I'd be like, man, this is not enjoyable. Like these guys are just fucking partying without me. Maybe perhaps we could throw together packages so that you guys can enjoy the episodes a little better. So that we could also drink together and enjoy some of the same products at the same time.
If that goes that way, then that's definitely a Patreon kind of thing.
I mean,
you would have to subscribe.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, let us know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Maybe we could curate some type of package that we could either send out. We don't even necessarily have to send you the package or charge you money for the package, but perhaps like maybe before the episode starts, we could send out like an email or some type of social media thing letting you know like this is what we're going to be partaking in on this episode. That way you could be prepared and have the things beforehand. Yeah. Because I know how it is to like go to the party and not have the same thing everyone else is having.
True.
To relate a little better, you know?
True.
So let us know if that's something you guys would be interested in.
That'd be pretty cool. Yep. So, I mean, if you see, definitely like how everything's been coming is see us in person. See me in person. Say something. Or you can always contact us on social medias. Yo, BryGuy. That's me.
By the way, what are you smoking today, dude?
What am I smoking? I am smoking Practical.
Practical?
Practical.
By who?
Practical. Just says Practical.
That's all one word on there, Joe?
Yeah, handmade.
All right, mine is Illuminated Lars Tetens via Mod Lucem. Apparently Lars Tetens is someone. But yeah, I'm smoking Illuminated by Lars Tetens via Mod Lucem.
All right, thank you for checking out That's 86 podcast, and hopefully see you next week for our longtime listeners, our new listeners, and our listeners that we lost. Because on account of me,
Oh yeah, and you can't forget our half-assed, inconsistent listeners as well. You guys matter too.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Thanks for checking in sometimes.
Ciao. See you next week.
Auf Wiedersehen.